Holiday season, one local doctor promises to help you not only look your best, but feel your best as well. And get this, it's all with the help of an app on your smartphone.
Author and bariatric surgeon Dr. Clifton Thomas is here to explain. Hi, thanks so much for being here.
Glad to be here.
You know, this is an interesting time to talk about this because I feel like this is my season. This is my eating season. You know what I'm saying? This is where the wheels fall off the bus for me, honestly.
So the punchline, eat, enjoy it.
Right, like, I mean, that's the thing. Don't starve yourself. That's never a good idea.
It's really funny because people worry about their eating all the time. Can I do better? What should I do? All those kind of things. And then they start worrying about it on Thanksgiving or on a holiday. That's the one day not to worry about it. You need to worry about your day-to-day eating habits, and habits are hard to change.
Well, and also, when it comes to eating habits, sorry to cut you off, Courtney, but a lot of us, you know, when we talk about diets, you say the diets are not great because they're not sustainable. You don't see long-term results.
And that's truly the problem. They're very good at helping you lose weight.
For a minute.
People tend, for a minute, they tend to regain it, plus often. They're not sustainable over time because you got to find a way to help you change your day-to-day eating habits.
So this is really the lifestyle of eating.
It really is, and you know, you mentioned the holidays. I think you should eat what we consider unhealthy when somebody made it that loves making it, not a corporation. They didn't add a bunch of chemicals. Somebody that loved making it with quality ingredients and really knows how to knock it out of the park. You'd be crazy not to enjoy that, but that doesn't happen very often. Thanksgiving happens one time a year.
Right, I can't wait to eat it.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
If like grandma makes something amazing, indulge, go for it. But why just consume the nasty cake from the local, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
gotcha.
let's talk about the app because this is really interesting. I think we learn a lot about what we consume. We may think we're a clean eater or a great eater until we actually write down and log what we actually consume.
Exactly. So there's a lot of apps, and there's been some recent stuff out there about all the apps that so far they haven't been real good at changing behavior because that's the hard part. Now, I'm a weight loss surgeon. I do surgery to help people lose weight. The primary way that works is it changes gastrointestinal hormones that actually, whenever we lose weight, they are real good at driving us back to that same weight. So these hormones change in a direction that really help us develop a new set point, a lower weight that fits our body. Now, here's the problem. We can do that, but if you don't change your day-to-day eating habits, you're still going to regain down the road.
It's still that revolving door.
Our habits have been with us for a very, very long time. They do not change overnight. So what we do that's quite a bit different is we get the surgery done, get the hormones working for you, get you to learn how to fill up on a small volume of food, but then I see patients back monthly for a year where we talk about food. Now, the phone app is nothing more than a photo journal of the food that you eat. So that's going to help me tremendously be able to look and see what kind of food and eating patterns they're eating. Because I just want an overview, because I'm going to pick a topic or two to talk about that hopefully, chipping away over time, changes the way they're thinking about food, just the way we talked about Thanksgiving. Eat it, enjoy it. It's one day a year.
Right.
It's okay. Don't worry about that.
Would you recommend this app for everyone and not just somebody who's gone through the surgery or somebody that's trying to maintain a healthier lifestyle?
Well, I built it so that a person needs a coach.
Okay.
And with this, it doesn't dissect it's really, if a person eats the way I would prefer them to eat, which is real food from the produce section of the grocery store, small volumes, more plants than meat, and mostly drink water, well, if you're going to eat small volume, you've got to eat every 3 to 4 hours through the day. You're going to get too hungry, make bad choices, and eat too fast. So there'd be like 100+ pictures out of a day. I'm going to only spend 5 minutes looking through those just to get an overview of their patterns and what they're eating so I can pick a topic or two to talk about that's going to hopefully change the way they think about food. And ultimately realize that the food they eat is going to make them feel better, think better, perform better.
You say, Dr. Thomas, that the hardest person to be honest with is ourselves. And when it comes to food, I think that's really interesting because the app, we just saw some photos of the way the app works online. When you're taking pictures, either we all have really bad short-term memories or we just like to block it. Oh, I didn't eat that.
I didn't eat the
queso. Right. But if you look back and you see a photo of a vat of queso and a piece of chocolate cake and, you know, over the course of a day or a week, is that part of your strategy to help people be honest with themselves?
It is. So the hardest person to be honest with yourself. And awareness is the key to all change. You need to become aware of how you're really eating.
Yeah.
And that's what a big overview of pictures do. Now, I spent a lot of money on this app simply to make it so simple that the excuse that this is too hard is not valid.
Yeah.
Got it.
That just snap, 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 and pictures taken. So if a person's finding it hard, it's because they're not wanting to be honest with themselves of what they're eating. And that's what they need to work on, is we need to work on that. And they need to really know, why do they really want to change their eating habits? If they don't know why, then they don't really want to do it. They may think they should or need to because some reason.
So we're seeing your formula for success on the screen right now. The app is just one part of your formula, Dr. Thomas. We're saying that, surgery, potentially if that's for you, changing hormones, and also, as you mentioned earlier, these monthly check-ins for you to really get a sense of how people are eating. Mm-hmm. So you're really, helping people to put together a puzzle that is going to help them achieve long-term success.
That's right. The surgery is really very worthwhile because it changes so much of your physiology that's working against you, but it really needs to be paired with changing your day-to-day eating habits, which is a challenge.
All right, Dr. Thomas, thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you.
And do want to mention you do have a money-back guarantee for patients as well.
That's right. We believe so strongly that if they'll take the pictures, show up to the office and see me once a month, that they're going to get the results they want, and if not, we'll back it up with a money-back guarantee.
All right, we love that. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming in. Do appreciate it. And for more information or to schedule your appointment for a consultation, you can visit drcliftonthomas.com. You can also call 713-936-0777. Thanks so much.
And enjoy your splurge day on Thanksgiving.
Oh, I can't wait.
Hey, when we come back, folks, it is National Spicy Guacamole Day.